Hey guys, Lloyd Bergenstein here. Welcome to the third edition of my solo pubbing in PlanetSide 2 tutorial. Today I'm going to be doing something a little bit different than I've done in my past two videos. I'm going to play Light Assault inside a Biolab, and instead of just showing you one life, I'm going to show you several lives and how I continue to play after I've died and am coming back into a Biolab. So today, like I said, I'm using Light Assault, I've got Nano E5, I'm using a Lynx with a front grip and an HSNV scope. Whenever I enter a Biolab, I always do it from a teleporter. I really don't like the air pads because it's so easy for you to get camped out there. Plus, you get this awesome opportunity to cheese kills from inside the spawn shield where you can't be damaged. So right here, I'm just going around looking for the angles where I can get those free kills before I'm going to make my move out. I pick up the first one, I see another medic there getting the revive, I wait for that heavy to get back up, and I kill him. Now I'm going to look for another chance to escape. I look up here because there's almost always someone shooting down. I do see a guy there. I pick up that fourth kill, and then I'm going to make my move. I like to move behind this spawn because it's generally the safest way out in my opinion. You very rarely see someone camping in a spot where they're going to be able to get the jump on you. You know if they're there, and you can get some really good angles on the other team. As silly as it sounds, not dying when you're pubbing alone is one of the most important things you can do. If you're playing with the group, you might have that medic behind you who can revive you, but when you're by yourself, you never do. So as I run past this spawn, I'm taking the angles where I have the most cover. If someone starts to shoot at me, I can hide. Specifically in this instance, I hear gunfire, and I'm going to go check it out because I think it's NC. Unfortunately, I didn't check my minimap. I didn't see those bullet tracers when I was playing live, so I realized, oh, this is a TR, and I'm going to go back somewhere else. As a Light Assault, you're given the opportunity to go places that other classes can't get. So anytime you're trying to get somewhere, it's great to take the trail that other people aren't going to take. Instead of taking that main door, I'm going to fly over it, and I'm going to see if I can find myself an angle where I can pick up some free kills. As I'm moving across here, I see some red dots start to pop up on my minimap. So as a Light Assault, I'm going to set up above them where they're probably not going to look. I know they're camping that jump pad, which is why I don't like coming in from a jump pad, but they're not going to be looking up towards me. I love HSNV here because it really makes those units pop out. I can see them through that brush, and it's great. Tossing that nade in, just trying to get some damage, I'm going to go ahead and continue to camp this dead guy. I know it's mean, but he's going to keep getting revived. I'm going to keep picking up free kills, and in the long run, I'm going to end up way ahead because of it.
Enemy engineer spotted.
Now, there's really no way around it. When I'm in a Biolab like this, I'm using very cheesy tactics because I am playing alone. You saw me pick up 4 kills inside a spawn shield. I'm playing way up here, looking for people shooting in open areas like that, just trying to pick off these kills. And there's definitely nothing wrong with that. When you're playing by yourself in a game with the scope of PlanetSide 2, you've got to try and take advantage of these situations. Now here again, I'm waiting for that guy to get up. I just whipped those shots. I figure I've been here long enough. I think people are going to start pushing me. So I'm going to move to a different angle where I can probably shoot those guys who are going to come up and chase me down as Light Assault. This death is just an example of bad shooting. I had time. I should have iron-sighted after I started hip firing. Should have popped those shots on his head, but I don't get him. Now I've cut out the actual death and respawn animation, and I'm coming straight back into the Biolab here. I look around, I look for people. I don't hear gunfire over here until too late, so I'm just going to beeline out of there, get up to a position where I feel safe, and start to re-engage the enemy team. Like I mentioned earlier, as a Light Assault, you're not constrained to the same paths that any other class would take. I can jump up onto this roof, and I can try and find an angle where I can shoot people from a spot where they might not necessarily expect me to be. I do see this Light Assault, and something that you're going to notice here is my shooting is a little bit shaky after a death. This is something that you really need to address as soon as you notice it. I'm coming in, I've just lost a really bad firefight that I felt I should win, and I'm just not hitting these shots like I feel I should be. I engage a second time, I don't get the kill, and here you're going to see me engage a third time. Now I do pick up the kill, but it's simply because of positioning. It's very important in a situation like this that you take a moment to recollect yourself, say, alright, I lost a firefight, no big deal, I'm going to come back in, I'm going to do what I always do, and I'm going to start shooting people again. Now, even though I said that's what I should do, I haven't done that. You can see I'm still trailing behind on my shot right there. I really need to get myself back into this. Fortunately, I find 2 guys right here. I'm able to pick up the first kill. I'm able to pick up this second kill. simply through positioning, and I'm getting my confidence in this play session back. I'm about to say, alright, you know, I'm back in my swing, let's do this. Here I get shot, I'm immediately going to take cover, I'm going to fly back, use my health pack, and try and set up an angle where I can win this fight. I know I don't have shields, he probably has full, and I get very fortunate that he misses right here. In this next engagement, I have two options. I can either try and run behind the lip, which I'm doing right now, to hide and regain my shields, or I can set myself up and know that he has to fly over that, and he's going to be very inaccurate. That gives me a chance to get those extra couple bullets out and kill him before he drops me. Now I'm going to go back to the spots where I feel very comfortable camping. I know these angles very well, I've had success with them in the past, and fortunately I'm able to outshoot that guy as I fly up there since he's not expecting a light assault to come. Now I have been up there a lot in this video, so I'm not feeling incredibly safe. I feel like they might be sending guys up there to check for me, so I'm going to go to the spawn. You know that people are always going to be leaving from the spawn, so if you can set up an angle where you can camp them when they might not expect it, shoot them while they're running to a different door, you're going to rack up a lot of free kills. Especially as a light assault, you've got some great cover up in this position, which I'm camping right now. I keep popping back and forth, making sure that I've got full shields, I've got full everything. I toss a horrible grenade, which doesn't bounce where I want it to, and I go right back to my wheelhouse, which is shooting people. As a light assault here, I've taken 4 bars of damage, and I'm left with a very tough decision. I don't have unlimited med packs, but I am down a little bit of health. I can use it now and not have one later, or I can decide that I'll probably win my next firefight even at a slight disadvantage and not use it, which is exactly what I do right here. Now, had I lost that firefight, I would have absolutely made the wrong decision. Because I won, I can say I made the right one, but that's always a very tough call. Now that I've reset, I've got my shields back, I've got my health back, I feel safe dropping down here because I know I own the spawn. They can't come out of there. Now I do get shot a little unexpectedly. I'm out of shields, I'm down just a little bit of health, and I don't really like that fight, so I'm going to go ahead, run away, and reset again, which I can do very easily because I'm a light assault. Here, I really like these small stairs. I normally camp them from the top because it's very easy to get those kills. I push down a little bit far. I enter a 2v1, which I shouldn't have, and even though I pick up that 1 kill, that was a very, very avoidable death. Had I stayed at the top of the stairs, shot down as they were coming in on me, I would have been able to pick up a kill, either pick up the second after that, or run away and stay alive. Here, I don't hear any gunfire, so again, I run straight out. I try and get to a position where I feel very effective camping. I'm going to run straight across this bridge, which is a very safe route in my opinion, and I'm going to go to the generator room and those small stairs again, where I just died. I go down, I'm going to peek this door. Now I get very fortunate here. This guy just isn't looking through the doorway like he should. He's a low BR. I end up picking up that kill, and I see a generator that hasn't been blown up. These are just free points when you're pubbing. I set myself up so I'm still planting while looking at that door. If anyone comes in, I can either duck around, I can continue the plant if I'm almost done, or I can shoot and I can get that kill. Now that I've got this planted, I'm going to have to assume that people are going to come and try and defuse it. I'm going to set myself up to kill those people. I check the door to make sure no one's coming that way. I check another door to make sure no one's coming this way. And now I'm going to check this long hallway. I do see people going in, so I'm going to come back and I'm going to pick up 1 kill on the generator. I took a little bit of damage. I want to try and get those shields back, so I'm going to go peek. I see on radar that there are a couple people on that generator. I go for the guy defusing it. I get him. Unfortunately, I died to the other guy, but I saved that plant on the generator. Now, I actually end up getting a revive here from another person who's just up in this Biolab pubbing. When you're playing by yourself, you can't rely on it, but when it happens, it's always great. So, with this generator still planted, I'm going to set myself up from where I know they're going to be coming, which is those small stairs. That heavy has his shield on. I'm going to let him slow down a little bit, maybe catch him in a reload, and push back out on that second attempt and finish off that kill. Here, I see that guy shooting. I know he's running away. I turn here. He's an infiltrator. I'm going to find him, and I'm going to predict where he's running. Even though you can't see infiltrators in HSNV, you can generally guess where they're going to be. If he knows I'm coming, he knows there's a generator that's planted, he's almost certainly going to turn left and go through those stairs. So I just need to guess, alright, if he's going left, I need to shoot left. Now with the generator about to blow, I really want to secure my points, so I'm going to make sure that no one can plant. This corner at small stairs, where you've seen me camp previously, is great because there are only 2 angles I can be attacked and I can make sure no one's on that generator. They can either come up through those small stairs, or they can come up the big stairs or through that door off here to my left. So I'm going to keep checking back and forth where I can escape either direction and make sure that no one's pushing me until this generator blows, which it just did, giving me those free 1,000 points. Now I'm free to go out and move about and try and find some more kills. Unfortunately, the farm in this biolab is about to die out, so I'm going to end this video here. The big takeaway from this video should be, even if you're having an off shooting day, like you see on a couple of my frags here, through positioning, you can always win those firefights. If someone doesn't have a chance to shoot back, you're always going to beat them. So, like always, guys, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video and want to see more, please like and subscribe to my YouTube. Also, follow me on Twitter at ZoidBergenstein, and if you haven't played PlanetSide 2 before, check out my recruiter code in the comments, add me in game, ask me any questions you'd like, and if there's anything you'd like to see in one of these solo pub tutorials, please let me know in the comments for the video. Again, thank you guys, and I hope you had a good time watching it.